Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's guided meditation. Today's meditation will be a guided shadow work and soul retrieval, and we will call in the help of your spirit team to help facilitate this healing and also to protect you in the process as well. The healing process comes in waves and stages, and each time that we are called to do shadow work, it is because we are answering our soul's calling for the next deeper level of initiation into our spiritual awakening and healing process. My intention for today's meditation is to create a safe space where you can pull on your inner courage and strength to face and release your fears, to retrieve the pieces of your soul that may have been left behind in past traumas and pains, and to facilitate an emotional healing and clearing that can not only lead you to a greater state of wholeness and fulfillment, but to also learn to trust and have faith in your boldness and courage, to know that it is an unlimited resource that you can call upon at any time, that your sovereignty is unshakable and undeniable, and that you always have the power to reclaim your power, your energy, your healing, your clearing, any spiritual practice or process that would help you to become your highest self and shine your light on this earth is always available to you. And all you need to do is call on your personal sovereignty to activate it. And so if you are willing to answer the call today to meet and release your fears, the reward waiting for you on the other side is greater freedom, greater peace, greater opportunity, prosperity, abundance, healing, and wholeness. And so if you are ready and willing to partake on this healing journey, get into a comfortable position, close your eyes, and let's start by taking a few deep breaths, inhaling deeply through the nose, feeling the belly rise, exhaling through the mouth with a sigh, releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling and relaxing and releasing your body deeper into the cushion beneath you. Inhaling, feeling the lungs inflate with fresh air. Exhale and release the day ahead of you or the day behind you. And continuing like this for a few more cycles of breath. Just doing your best to ground and center into the current moment. Not focusing on any discomforts quite yet. And like roots of a tree, begin to imagine roots sprouting from your body down into the earth beneath you, growing down through layers of soil and rock, growing deeper and deeper towards the earth's core. Towards the light at the earth's core that is the great transmuter, capable of transmuting and clearing any energy that you release into it. Repeating after me out loud or in your head, I release any negative, stuck, trapped, or attached energy out of my body, out of my field, down my roots now. And just letting that energy go, letting it flow. Letting it pour down your roots like water. Maybe sighing with relief on your next exhale. And again, in your head or out loud, repeating after me. I release any and all energy that no longer serves my highest good, out of my body, out of my field, down my roots now. And another sigh on the exhale, just sighing and releasing, letting it all go. Clearing away the distractions and the chatter. Clearing away any dissonance in your field. And now calling upon 2 golden white light spheres of protection. The first one surrounding you, your body and field, cleansing, purifying, and protecting this space. And the second sphere of golden white light around your home or the space that you're meditating in, protecting and clearing your space. And begin to imagine that you are on the outside looking in at your own life, a third-person perspective. Project your awareness and your consciousness to walk through the scenes of your life, playing through the day behind you, the places you went, the experiences you had, the week behind you, the month behind you, and just playing through these scenes, playing through your work life, noticing any themes there, anything you are satisfied with in work, anything you are dissatisfied with in your love life, anything that you are satisfied with or dissatisfied with. Acknowledging the things that are both comfortable and uncomfortable in every area in your life. In your relationship with yourself and your body, your mind, your emotions. Where is there comfort and satisfaction? And where is there discomfort and dissatisfaction? And continuing to play through the scenes of your life, having gratitude for all the things that bring you comfort and satisfaction, having gratitude for all the things that you've already healed, having gratitude for all the things that are already good. And at the same time, acknowledging any habits, any energies, any patterns that you know are in your best good to shed and let go of. any changes that are in your highest good to make, and not for vanity or external approval, not for external validation or acceptance, but the changes that need to be made for your peace, your emotional and mental peace, the changes that take care of you and your highest good and your happiness. Just observing and taking note of the areas in our life that we are ready for the next level of initiation, the next level of healing and growth within. And your spirit guides are now joining you in this space. Whoever it is that you feel most comfortable working with, whatever energies that you feel most at peace with your permission, they are now joining you to help facilitate this healing journey with their own gifts, their own wisdom, their own love and compassion for you, as well as to protect you in this process as well. And as your spirit guides are joining you, they are asking you, are you ready and willing to meet the darker aspects of yourself, the shadow aspects of yourself? Are you ready and willing to call upon your bravery and courage to face these darker aspects of yourself so that you could heal them? Not hide from them or hide them, but to face them and to know that nothing can harm you. Are you ready to reclaim your power from outdated energies and patterns so that you can repurpose that energy into building a life that makes you happy, into building satisfaction, fulfillment, and wholeness? And say yes if you are ready and willing. And your spirit guides manifest a door in front of you. Taking a second to notice what the door looks like, the energies behind it. Taking a deep breath in and out, grounding, calming, and centering yourself. Shifting any feelings of discomfort or hesitation into gratitude for the opportunity to heal and be empowered, to find your strength and embody it. Your spirit guides remind you that they are with you on this journey. And as you open the door, you see that behind the door is a staircase leading down deeper into the dark earth beneath you. The stairway is dimly lit, and as you are ready, you begin to descend down the stairwell. Keeping your breath slow, calm, and centered. And at the bottom of the stairway, you approach a second door. Behind this door is the dark healing chamber, where you will have the opportunity to face your fears in a safe space, to retrieve pieces of your soul, lost traumas and pain, and to stand in your courage, reclaim your energy and your power to be your highest self incarnate. And you proceed with a sense of courage and strength as you open the door to reveal a stone room lit only by the fire in the middle. And as you enter this room, you close the door behind you and you surrender yourself to the healing process. The fire here in the middle of the room is here to help you alchemize everything that you've released today. And so, making your way closer to the fire, call into your awareness all those things in your life that are outdated and ready to be released and alchemized. Calling into your awareness the areas that need change, and begin to focus on what is holding you back from making those changes. What is holding you back from taking the risks that would elevate you to the next level, that would give you that freedom, that abundance, all of those things that you're seeking and manifesting? What energy within you is denying yourself of those things? What energy within you is scared of change? These mechanisms you have, they were created to protect you, to keep you in a place of only what's familiar and comfortable, as a surefire recipe for safety. But in the process, those ego mechanisms trying to create safety are instead creating stagnancy, creating isolation, creating resistance and frustration, and the inability to affect change in our lives. And so we're bringing these fears, these subconscious fears that may be running the show without us even realizing it. We're bringing them to the surface now. We can even visualize them dancing around the flame in the room. And ground and center yourself by the flame's energy, in the earth's energy, grounded and rooted, strong and unafraid as you face your fears here. And begin to allow your fears to approach you one by one, allowing the first fear to arrive in front of you now, to show you, to tell you what it is that it represents and the ways in which it is showing up in your life and holding you back from the next level of change. It's safe to let yourself feel the emotions associated with this fear. Any sadness, any anger, any pain or discomfort. Know that it is temporary and soon to be alchemized, and allow these emotions that come up to be wisdom, to be teachers and lessons of a deeper aspect of yourself that is ready to be released. Allow these feelings and these discomforts that come up to be wisdom and knowledge, And begin to calm things down by returning to deep and slow breathing, bringing in your awareness from all the visualizations or energy and information that was coming through back into the room with the flame, with the fear in front of you. You can acknowledge that this fear is present because of something that happened to you or your ancestors or the collective in this lifetime or another. But in your personal sovereignty, in your free will, you can state that you do not consent to experiencing this in this lifetime. And with the confidence of that statement, comfort this fearful aspect of yourself. Approach this fear with compassion, loving, and understanding. And speaking to this aspect of yourself, I love you. I am sorry that you experienced this. I forgive you for all the ways that it held me back. I thank you for the lessons and the strength that you gave me with your presence. And I release you. And visualize transmuting this flame, transferring it over to the fire to be transmuted, released, and alchemized. Feeling the relief that brings, another piece of the puzzle resolved, another step towards greater peace and long-lasting comfort. And returning our attention to the room with the flame, the healing chamber, we allow the next fear to present itself to us. And again, going through the same process, not being afraid to let the fear communicate itself through images or emotions or thoughts, so that you can understand it on a deeper level, allowing it to speak to you now, knowing you are safe, you are protected, you are loved, and you are okay. What are you afraid of? And why are you afraid of it? If you're holding yourself back in some way, then what do you fear is on the other side of taking that risk or making that change? And once again, pulling your attention back to the healing chamber, pulling away from any visuals, any feelings, any thoughts that were brought forward, any information that was brought through. Understanding that this fear was present because of something that happened to you or an ancestor or the collective in one lifetime or another. And affirming with your personal sovereignty that this is not something you consent to experiencing in this lifetime. And approaching the fear as you would a scared child, with love and compassion. I love you, even when no one else will. I understand you. I forgive you for the pain and suffering this has caused. I am sorry that you experienced this and had to carry this with you. Thank you for the wisdom and the knowledge and the strength that your presence has gifted me. And I release you. And now transferring this fear over to the flame to be transmuted and alchemized. Feeling the release as it lets go. As it lets go of its grip on you, and you are free of one more thing. And now we turn our attention to the third and final fear that is presenting itself to us today. Perhaps the scariest yet. Perhaps the least comfortable yet. But in that is the greatest change, the greatest medicine, the greatest healing. Do not be afraid, but instead be grateful for the strength, the messages, the wisdom that this fear will be able to convey to you. And again, just pulling on your strength, calming and centering your breath, calling on the presence of your spirit guides. Instead of externally meeting this fear, we are going to internally lean into any sense of dread or discomfort that we are carrying with us on a daily basis. Any fearful thought or pattern that we find ourselves slipping into the most often, the fear that we find ourselves brushing under the rug the most often, maybe because it's the scariest to confront. Understanding that this fear has no power over you. It is not real, it is imaginary. With bravery, tuning in to this feeling. Delving deeper and deeper within it like a rabbit hole, until you meet this fear within you, and you allow it to show you what it is you're so afraid of, what it is you're afraid that's going to happen. Why this fear is here and how it's holding you back. and showing up in the patterns and habits of your current life, how it's showing up in the dissatisfaction and the discomfort that you're experiencing in your current life, showing you the energies that are ready to be released now. Begin to call your attention back to the healing chamber, pulling away from any visuals, any feelings, any thoughts that came up. Seeing the ways in which a fear can hold us back and be rooted in so many issues without us even realizing it. And now approaching the fear and that fearful aspect of yourself with a greater sense of love, compassion, and understanding. Speaking to the fear, we say, "Thank you for all the lessons and all the knowledge and wisdom that you have provided me in this experience. Thank you for trying to protect me the best you could with what you had. I am sorry that you experienced this and had to hold this with you this whole time. I forgive you for the ways in which this has held me back. And calling upon your personal sovereignty, you affirm that I do not consent to experiencing this in this lifetime. And at the same time, I release any fear of the possibility that it could. What will be, will be. And we do not need to waste our time and our energy worrying about it, worrying about trying to prevent something, worrying about trying to prevent something that will likely never happen. And yet knowing that no matter what obstacle is thrown your way in this lifetime, you have the strength to overcome it. You have the strength to find yourself and find your way back to peace, to love, to joy. You are unlimited. You are infinite. And not even your greatest fear can knock you off of your track or take away from the truth of your divinity, of your infinite and sovereign nature. Nothing can take away from your divinity. And returning to this sphere, I release you. And visualizing transferring this sphere over to the fire, over to the flame, feeling the roots of its energy within you, and on your next exhale, blow this sphere out of your body and into the flame, releasing it from your body, releasing its roots and its hold, blowing this energy out of your body, out of your field, into the flame, to be transmuted and alchemized. And letting the peace of this sit with you for a moment. And now, in the absence of those fears, our final step now is to step into the flame ourselves. And as we step into the flame, we allow the flame to transmute anything that no longer serves our highest good. Feeling the flames as they intuitively heal your body and your energy field. Finding and burning out any energy that is lingering, any energy that is stagnant or holding you back. Burning through any energetic cords that are holding you back, holding you down. Healing the wounds from old pains and old traumas. Clearing them. Allowing your energy field to be made anew. And in this flame of transmutation, of alchemy, call back all pieces of yourself, all pieces of your energy and your soul. Call them back to you now. Any pieces of yourself that you left in the past, that were left behind in great pains, that were left behind in your traumas, calling them back, reclaiming your power, reclaiming all pieces of your soul and allowing them to be transmuted as they return to you through the flame. You have the strength and the courage now to hold all aspects of yourself without judgment, without fear. You are strong enough to reclaim these pieces of yourself now and walk forward with them with a greater sense of power and purity and strength. You have done the healing work that those wounded aspects of yourself needed. You are the love and the compassion that those aspects of yourself needed. You are all of it. And through that, you are whole. You are experiencing the entire human experience. And there is beauty in that. Finding gratitude for yourself now and your spiritual team, for all who helped you in this process. And stepping out of this flame, leaving the chamber, ascending the staircase, and leaving through the front door, closing it behind you and allowing it to disappear, re-emerging into the scenes of your life. And yet this time, you are able to see the ways in which you are capable of changing. You are able to see the ways in which you are now free. You can see how unlimited you are, how many opportunities are available. You can see that the abundance within you is reflected in your world around you. That it's okay if everything's not already perfect, because you have the comfort of knowing that you have all the tools necessary to shape your reality in the way you see fit, for your highest good and the highest good of all, as is your soul's divine right and purpose here. And calling your awareness back to your physical body with a smile. Taking a deep breath in. And on the exhale, sighing and returning to your body, to any movement that feels natural. Maybe putting your hands in prayer. And knowing that you will now walk forward in your life with this energy intact. So mote it be, and so it is. Thank you for joining me for today's meditation. I am wishing you all the best. Namaste.